everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Leslie with Black Dog Vintage, and I have a haul for you. It is going to be twofold. The haul from my flea market, today's Sunday, and so the haul from my flea market is going to be very small because it was a small flea market today. They actually had half of it closed off because there was an vintage ephemera show, which is like antique paper goods, like old postcards and newspapers and that kind of stuff. And, you know, of course, that didn't really interest me. So it was just half of what I normally see. Most of my vendors weren't there. My normal sterling vendors weren't there. So I got what I could at the show, but it wasn't much. But I did head back to the gem show today. I was at the gem show on Friday, picked up some beautiful beads to make some of my handmade jewelry. And I did pick up some pendants there, which I can put on my jewelry, but I can also sell separately, although they were a little pricey because, you know, sterling has gotten so high. But yeah, I got some beautiful pendants there. So let's take a look at what I got. But I'm also going to do a consignment haul today since I actually got a few different consigners that sent me stuff today, but I'm going to feature one of my consigners. I am going to do a consignment live this Tuesday coming up, which is going to be March 3rd at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. I know that's early for many of you, but Tuesday mornings are a great time for me to add in that extra sale. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, take a second, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, and I promise you won't regret it. I go live 2 to 3 times a week. I think I'm going to be going live the next few Tuesdays. So Tuesday mornings, 11 a.m. Eastern, and then I go live on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, and normally on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Eastern, although I may be rolling that back to 7 p.m. Eastern. I just need to kind of figure out the logistics on that one. So be on the lookout for a possible announcement about that one. But anyway, let's get into this haul, and I'll show you everything that I got. So from the flea market, let's go over those pieces. Like I said, it wasn't a whole lot, but I did get some really pretty pieces. This is a necklace that I picked up. This is a beautiful collar necklace, sterling silver, made in Italy. Look at this beautiful woven design to it. Let's see if I can get this to focus a little bit better. I guess that might be a little bit better. But look at this beautiful woven Italian chain. You can see that 925 Italy right there. This measures about 18 inches, and this is going to be just so pretty on the neck, and it looks like it's never been worn. Literally never been worn, and it's just going to look like that on the neck. Just absolutely gorgeous. And that is sterling silver and absolutely gorgeous. And I do test all my sterling in case you weren't already familiar with that. This is another beautiful piece. This is amber and a beautiful cross pendant. It did come on this little sterling ball chain. I don't know whether or not I'm going to sell it together or not, but it is available, either one. But it is a beautiful cross, and crosses are big right now. And this is a beautiful one, and I love this. I just think it's beautiful. And that is sterling silver, and the chain is also 18 inches, and I just thought that was unique. I love the amber coming off each point of that cross, and I just thought that was really beautiful. I did get another cross too, and check this one out. It also came on a little ball chain, but look at that. Look at all those gemstones. We've got topaz and amethyst and peridot, and I'm not sure if that's black spinel. It looks like black spinel to me, and that is seriously an amazing piece. And that is sterling silver. You can see the mark right in there, sterling silver. And this one is on It's actually on a 16-inch chain. I don't necessarily know that I'll sell them together again, but look at that. It's just a fabulous, fabulous gemstone cross. And I thought that one was gorgeous as well. Absolutely. I did pick up a couple other chains, like this rope chain here, because you can never have too many chains. This is a 20-inch rope, you know, and then I picked up this chain as well. And I like these. These are like a Balinese type of chain, and this one's 18 inches. These are just great to put a pendant on, and you could easily just swap one of those out, and I just think it's just a nice little chain there. This pendant, you know, if you love malachite, you'll love this one. You could put this on some beads. It'd be gorgeous. Malachite or onyx, it would be nice. It needs a little whatever. That one's made in Mexico. Just love that. Love the stone on that. Look how that domes out. It's gorgeous. That one is gorgeous. And if you like malachite, that's a great one. And then I got one other pendant. This other little pendant, a little jade one with the marcasites going around. And then it had like a little bit of gold. That's a gold tone right there. It must be vermeil because it's only marked 925, so I'm assuming that's probably a vermeil. But I just thought that was really elegant and pretty. So I grabbed that too. So yeah, I just thought that was pretty. And then I picked up rings because, you know, I love rings and I needed some new ones because we sold a lot of rings this last week. So I picked up some rings. I don't normally pick up spoon rings, but this one I thought was really pretty, and it had a engraving on it, and I thought that was really interesting. And it says, what does it say? I think it says Mary. If that I'm reading that right. Merry. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think that says. I just thought that was really pretty. And these old engraved pieces, I just think are cool. You don't have to be that person. Or if you wanted to, you can always have it rubbed out. But, I mean, if you think, I don't know. That's what I was thinking it was. But I could be wrong. This one's a size 9. It's super pretty. I just thought that spoon was really interesting. I don't know. And that was a really pretty one. That basket we've designed. And this is a size, about a size 6. Maybe slightly under. But it's probably going to fit as a 6 because there's such a dome underneath. So I'm going to say that's definitely going to fit like a size 6. That is pretty with the labradorite. And that's a really pretty faceted labradorite. And this one is size 7. And that is gorgeous. That is a beautiful citrine. Look at that prism underneath there. I just thought that was gorgeous. And that comes in, I'm going to say because that's curved, we're going to say that's a 7. I love this one. That one is just stunning. It has the CZs there. Just stunning. We're going to try that one on. Yeah, look at that. That is stunning. Big, huge citrine on that. Love that. It's beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And then look at this. It's azurite. It's a Native American ring. This is azurite. It's wonderful. And it's hand-signed. Well, the 925 is hand-signed. And then it's got this little mark in there. I'm thinking that's an SB, maybe? I don't know. What do you guys think? But I picked this up because you don't see that stone very often. You know, you always see the turquoise or the coral and all that. And this vendor is, I hadn't really only seen her a couple times at the show. And this one, and it's a size 9, so it's a good size. And, you know, I just was like, oh, you have some interesting pieces. And, you know, like I said, I didn't hardly ever see her. So I thought that was kind of cool. And she gave me decent prices for what I got. I mean, it's still expensive because sterling is expensive, but, and I believe that's iolite. Let's throw it on the gem tester really quick. I believe it's iolite. No, it's not. This goes up to topaz. Interesting. It goes up to topaz. Huh. It's a size 10. I was thinking that was iolite. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Is this signed? 925 on 2 spots. Really pretty ring. Then, of course, opal. You gotta have opal. If you find opal, whenever I find opal, I pick it up just cause. This is coming in at a 5, but look at that extra room in there. I'm gonna put it on, see if it fits on my size 6. Yeah, it fits on my size 6 finger. A lot of flash in that opal. So, and it fits on a 6. So we're gonna call that a 6. Look at this ring. Now this I thought was interesting. It is sterling silver. I did not see a mark on it though. Test is sterling. Oh wait, is there a mark right there? There's a mark right there. Let's see. I didn't see it at first. This is marked. Ooh, hard to read. Boy, very hard to read. Maybe if I take off my glasses. S. Oh, I think it is just sterling. I think just the T is worn out. So it is marked sterling, not 925. So I do believe this is an old ring. Look at the flowers. That's what attracted me, is this flower design. So I do think this is an old ring. And it is genuine citrine. Look at, I just think that's gorgeous. And it comes in at a size 8. So there's some room underneath. Oh, that's not quite. I'm like an 8.5 on this finger. But look at that, it's gorgeous. So different and unique. And like I said, I believe that's old, and that citrine is phenomenal in this ring. Phenomenal. Okay, look at this DTR ring. So that looks like a crushed charoite, but then it's got some like almost like turquoise flecks in there. And it's DTR, it's marked DTR, and I just loved this. It's a little small on my 7, so we'll measure it, but let's just look at that face on there. It's fabulous. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Well, it's, you know, it's measuring a 7, but it's fitting. Well, I guess it does fit, but it's just a little tight. So I'm going to say like maybe 6 3/4. And maybe it's because of how that band is, but it's so pretty. It really is. Ooh, I'm not going to be able to get it off now. There we go. Yeah, that I thought was just striking. And I had to pick it up. I just thought it was stunning. Okay, and then the star of the show. Okay, look at that. Now, the girl kept on saying that was spiny oyster, but I don't think that's spiny oyster. That's some gorgeous coral. That's some gorgeous turquoise, but I don't know. I'm going to have to ask around. Now, this is what I thought was cool. This is hand-signed. And it looks like, I don't know if that's a JRS, JRB. I don't know. But it's hand-signed. And look at the face. The face on this is a whopping 2 1/3 of an inch. That is just crazy. Crazy beautiful. This comes in at a size 7. And this fit me actually pretty well. But look at that. It's just crazy. That is crazy and gorgeous. It's 2 1/3 inches. I just loved it. And then there's one more ring. And that is this gorgeous hematite druzy. Look at the band on that. That's crazy. Gorgeous. And this one comes in at about a size 9. That's about a size 9. Just gorgeous. So that's everything I got from the flea market. Now, when I was at the gem show, I went a little crazy on the sterling because if you were at my sale last night, on Saturday night, I did some handmade jewelry that had some really cool clasps that you can wear in the front. They look more like pendants. So I wanted to get some more of those, but the sterling dealer had given me some decent deals. He was charging me about $3-ish a gram. And right now, sterling is at about $2.80-ish a gram. So that's really a great deal. And so I picked up, he had some Karen Hill Tribe pieces. So if you ever go to, she's one of my very best friends. It's Kirsten from Kirsten Red Resale. If you haven't been to her channel, please look her up. Kirsten from, it's Kirsten Red Resale. She does a lot of Karen Hill Tribe pieces. And this vendor had Karen Hill Tribe pendants and beads and stuff. And I picked up some Karen Hill Tribe pieces, mostly to use in my own jewelry. But I thought, you know, I wanted to show you what I picked up. So I did pick up some pendants. And I thought some of these would be absolutely gorgeous on some of my like skinnier necklaces. And these are all sterling silver. So I picked up the flowers. So I picked up that one. I picked up this flower. And they have these nice large, you know, nice large bales that would be really pretty on beads. And so, yeah, I picked up those. And then, oh, and this one too, this little daffodil. I think that's a daffodil. Really pretty. So I picked up those. I thought those were really nice. And then I do some necklaces with some larger beads. And I put like a large sterling silver bead in the center. And I found these beads that I thought would be really pretty. And these are all Karen Hill Tribe as well. So I picked up those. And then I picked up this one, which I thought was kind of cool. And that could be kind of fun. And then this one is a larger version of that. And then I picked up this one. So that's what I picked up. Plus I picked up a bunch more of the clasps. Those really cool clasps. Excuse me. This weather in Michigan is killing me. So yeah, I'm going to kind of play around with these and make some more jewelry and you know, if anybody like has certain stones they want to see some jewelry made out of, please let me know. I'm gonna kind of work on that and see, you know, what I can do. So yeah, so now I want to show you some jewelry from my consignor. And I'm going to show you, not everything is going to be shown, but a majority. So I'm going to kind of push this little pile of jewelry of mine off to the side. And I'm going to show you what she has and some of these beautiful pieces she has. And so those of you guys who are not familiar with my consignment, I do consignment for a lot of people. And if anybody's ever interested in doing consignment with me, feel free to reach out. My contact info is in my description. And I do have some stipulations for consignment, just in terms of like the type of jewelry I take, the type of quality I take, and you know, just basically, you know, that type of thing. And then, you know, also I'll discuss commission rates and that type of thing. And then also, if you are for buying consignment, if you're a channel member at the Rhinestone Renegade or the Bling Ring, where you get discounts on purchases, that does not carry over to consignment. So because, you know, I need to maximize what I can give to my consigners, so I cannot discount any consignment merchandise. So with that being said, let's go over the consignment pieces that my consignor has. So let's start off with this little pair of earrings. So these are really pretty little earrings. These are not sterling silver, but really pretty dangle earrings with a little piece of turquoise, a glass bead on top. And I just love this little dangle. So these are really pretty little earrings. So those are adorable little consignment earrings. And then I loved this necklace. Now, I am more than happy to add an extender on this if anybody is interested in this. But look at this abalone pendant. Now, this is sterling silver. The clasp is sterling, and I can add a sterling silver chain to this. And these are beautiful lapis chip beads. Actually, these are not lapis, now that I look at them again. These are a dyed mother of pearl bead. I apologize for that. My lighting in the other room was not correct. I thought that was the little glint of the pyrite, but now that I'm looking at it with the camera and all these lights, that is a dyed mother of pearl. Really pretty, and it does work with that abalone so well. So that is a really, really beautiful piece right there. Put that over there. Okay, this is, as I love to call these, a Mayan Ryan bracelet. And that is an onyx. Those are onyx faces. This is made in Mexico. Here we go. Here we go. And this is, it says Mexico silver. It looks like maybe this was pawned at one point. 45.2 grams, 925. Huh. Interesting. I've never seen that before etched on there. But absolutely a stunning, stunning necklace. And the clasp works perfectly. And this comes in at about a 6.75 on the mandrel. And this is really pretty. Very, very gorgeous. Okay. Next. This is a gorgeous pendant with the scarab. And this is not sterling silver, but boy, this is a statement, isn't it? It's the back of it. That is one heck of a statement. And this would be really pretty on a chain. You can just put it on a simple chain, or you could put it with beads, you know, create a necklace with it or something. That would be really pretty. Here is another pair of earrings. These are also not sterling, but these are, whoops, beautiful malachite chips. And really interesting use of the beads on this one. And it works. It really does. It works. This is another interesting piece. Now this is lapis, and this is all wire wrapped, and it is so interesting. This is the clasp on it, and this is not sterling, but it's really pretty. And I did not test the wire on here. I'm assuming the wire's not sterling. I can test that, but beautiful use of stones, lapis, little carved lapis. It almost looks like a frog to me. Ribbit, ribbit. I don't know. I just think it's so cute. So really pretty little piece there. Just set them right there. All right. Now this is sterling silver. These ear wires are sterling. Beautiful art glass beads on this. Those are glass beads as well. These are sterling silver ear wires. And just really pretty. Really nice little glass bead earrings. These are also very pretty, not sterling silver, and really interesting little use of a bead right there. I think that bead is really pretty. Little dangle, looks like hematite, and just really interesting earrings there too. She had some really pretty rings, and she had them in these beautiful ring boxes, which was really nice. A lot of them, and some of them she had in just ring boxes I had sent her in the past. Look at this one. That looks like rhodochrosite, possibly rhodonite, and pearl. And this is sterling. And size on this is a 7.5. And I love the pink on this. It's just really different and unique. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, this is a set. And this is a Zuni set. And I have not seen anything like this before. This is using charoite. I believe this is charoite. And this is, okay, so this is the pendant. And it's on just a basic box chain right now. But this is the pendant, but it also could be a brooch. And look at the use of the charoite. Almost like a needlepoint design. And that's a brooch or pendant signed by Bill and Lou, marked Zuni, sterling. Look at that. So we've got the brooch / pendant, and then these absolutely crazy, fabulous earrings that go with it. Also signed Bill and Lou. Bill and Lou had some cool ideas here. And then there is a ring that can go with it as well. Love this purple, also signed. And the ring is a size 8. Great size. Look at that. So beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I'm just in love with that set. It's just so unique. I mean, you never see the purple. You never see that purple. It's just absolutely to die for. Okay, look at this ring. Look at the lapis and the turquoise. Look at how high up this goes. Now this is I'm not sure. Is that Silpata? I'm not sure. It's marked Indonesia. Look at that. It's heavy too. It's such a statement. It's like a bar fight ring. That's what I call these, like these rings that go up really high and they're big and they're heavy. I call them bar fight rings because you can knock somebody out if you ever threw a punch with a ring like this on it, on your finger. You could definitely knock somebody out. Just go knock them out. This is fab. Look at that. Look at how faceted that lapis is, how high up that goes. I mean, the ring goes up high, but then you've got this extra dome with the lapis. You could probably leave marks on somebody's cheek with that. Holy cow, this is fab. I love this. And it's about a size 10. Maybe just slightly shy, but it's a size 10. It's so good. So good. Okay, look at this. This is wire wrapped in copper, this beautiful purple stone, maybe charoite. I call any purple stone charoite. I'm sure I'm wrong on some of these. I know there's another purple stone and I can't think of it. But this is so good. I don't know. I would love to learn how to wire wrap like this, but I can't. I just don't know how. It's so pretty. It's so good. It's such a nice piece. There's another ring that's a couple of rings that's wire wrapped like this. Look at this one. With that druzy amethyst. Oh, it's to die for. I mean, it takes serious talent to be able to wire wrap like that. Serious. This is a size 8. Size 8. Beautiful copper. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful ring. And then here's another wire wrapped ring. And possibly turquoise. Could be chrysocolla. Let's see the size. Let's see the size. 7.5 on this one. So one thing with rings and consigners, you're going to see the same size or around the same size in rings. You know, it depends on like what hand they wore them on, but you'll see a lot of the same size. Here's another wire wrapped ring in copper. This one does look like turquoise or maybe a dyed howlite. Super pretty. This is a 8 3/4. So pretty. There's the shank. This one looks bigger. This one comes in at a 9. It's not, I guess, that big, that much bigger. It's really pretty. And then I love this ring. But I've had these rings. It's Chinese export. And these are sterling silver. And then you've got this like cloisonne or champleve butterfly on either side. And then I believe that's angel skin coral. And it's just so stunning. It's so stunning. This one is a size 7. And these are so collectible. Especially with all that enamel work and everything. It's just so collectible, so gorgeous. And then, who doesn't love copper? This copper bracelet's kind of like everything. Look at that. This is amazing. This is amazing. Look at that. It has a fold over clasp. It is unsigned. It's actually unsigned. Fold over clasp. Beautiful panel bracelet. This comes in at a size 7. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous little copper bracelet. Okay, she had a couple really cool necklaces. So this one is fabulous. Now it's heavy. This has multi-strand garnet beads and it's brass. Definitely looks like it could be like Indian or something. Look at this. Look at all these garnets. We've got how many strands? Like 5,000? Seems like it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 strands of garnet. That is not inexpensive. And then all these beautiful brass pieces here. That's just amazing. And then a shepherd's hook clasp. And this is long. It's about 26 inches long. So definitely a statement necklace, if I've ever seen one. Beautiful statement necklace. And then there's this statement necklace. Now these are, I wasn't sure if maybe these were copal. I knew they weren't going to be amber, but I was thinking maybe off chance copal, but no, they're like a lucite. And then this beautiful, it looks like a Tibetan type of design that is not sterling. And then we've got coral and turquoise, which it may be glass, it may not be. It's gorgeous. And then this beautiful stone at the top that almost looks like tiger's eye, but it's not. And then this, it's probably was more of like a brass or something on the top. Let's get a measurement. 24 inches. Look at that detail on there. It is fabulous. Not stamped or anything. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, and then she makes these, now I have several of these. I'm only going to show a couple, but I do have several of these. And she makes these amazing cross or rosaries. And I do have several different ones. And I'm just going to show two. Now this one is gold fill with lapis and pearls. And this is a beautiful rosary. Look at that. And then we've got some crystal beads, and then these are freshwater pearls and real lapis. And she actually makes these. Now, my mom used to make rosaries, and it took her forever. So if anybody knows how this is done, each one of these is individually put on a wire and then a hand looped. And these take a long time to make. And this is gorgeous. This is absolutely, absolutely stunning. And this one is gold fill. And so I do have this one, the lapis and pearl, handmade. And then I have this one to show you, which is this beautiful, like dark, almost like rhodium plated metal with the dark cross. And this is a beautiful deep jasper. So she goes through a lot of trouble, like matching everything and getting everything to work. And then look at this. Look at these beads. These are check beads that are actually very hard to come by. These are gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful jasper. Now, I do have others. I have some Aurora Tiger's Eye. I have some Druzy and just some beautiful ones. So if you're interested in the others, I can send you photos and I can send you, or come to my sale on Wednesday, or I'm sorry, come to my sale on Tuesday and you can see the other rosaries. But this is all from one consigner. Now I will be doing another consignment haul, probably maybe Tuesday night, because I do have another consigner that I need to show her stuff. And, you know, and if anybody's interested in any of the consignment pieces, the consignment pieces are open to anybody to purchase, not just channel members. So you can always email me if you're interested in anything from the second half of this video. Once I started the consignment pieces, anybody can purchase any of these pieces, even before the consignment sale. So yes, that is true. So please let me know if anybody's interested in any of these consignment pieces, but they will be available on Tuesday's sale. It is going to be coffee and consignment Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. or I'm sorry, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. That is Tuesday, March 3rd. And please be there. It'll be fun. I will have some other consignment pieces as well from my other consigner, just some smaller pieces and stuff. It'll be a lot of costume jewelry from that consigner, and then I'm going to do a video with all of her big flashy pieces. So yes, please let me know what your favorite piece is from this video. And thank you all so much for joining me. I appreciate it. You guys all be safe, have fun, enjoy the weather if you've got good weather. And if your weather has been a little psycho or psychotic, like it's been here in Michigan, then just hold tight and it's gonna get better someday. All right, you guys, love you all. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see you later. Hopefully I'll see you on one of my next live sales. Bye.